Well, I was being extra careful coming down there and slipped anyway. Dropped my camera and I tore the stud right out of the bottom where I had it mounted to my tripod. So now I can't even mount my camera on the tripod anymore. Damn it. That's frustrating. Not having my tripod is getting really annoying. But I finally found a little spot out in the open. The sun's shining. It's a beautiful day, but in the woods it's like cold and damp. There's just no sun getting through the trees at all. But we broke out into the open along this little creek. So, nice spot to stop. Let the sun maybe dry me off a little. Probably not, but I think I'll have a little snack and then carry on. That was definitely a big pile of wolf scat back there, full of a bit of bone and a lot of hair. Quite fresh. I gave it a poke with my little walking stick here. It was not soft, but not hard yet. Lots of hair in it. Still smelled, so it couldn't be that old. Ton of rain the last 48 hours. So, maybe last night. It's kind of neat. Sharing the trail with wolves. Found a nice spot by the lake here, just to hang out and soak up a little sun, try and dry out. Oh, it's one thing I didn't realize when thinking about hiking out here, or just hiking in general, as opposed to canoeing, where you're out on the lake or on a river. You're not under the tree canopy, so when the sun's shining, you're in the sun. You also have the wind to deal with, like we do right now. But hiking the trail out here, you're under the canopy the whole time, and it's just, I don't know. It seems very obvious, doesn't it? But it's not something I really thought about a whole lot until I started hiking. And I was like, oh yeah, it's a beautiful sunny day. I don't really see much of any of it. I've got my camera just very precariously balanced on my tripod. Not sure if I'm going to be able to repair that. I don't know if I can epoxy that stud back in again or what, but I'm going to try. I'm not sure if the camera is actually okay. It keeps like focusing and refocusing, like maybe I jarred something inside. It doesn't seem to be doing it right now. But I was messing around with it, trying to get a few shots of the lake and whatever, and it kept just going in and out of focus. Like it couldn't fix, the focus wasn't fixing on anything. Anyway, I'm not in a hurry to get camp set up. I'm really enjoying this beautiful sun. Trick with your puffy, it works really well, so you don't have to go digging around for stuff in your pack, is in my pockets of my, so this is like my thermal layer. If it gets really cold I can put this on day or night. In the pockets I have a nice little toque, and on the other side there's a pair of gloves. So this way they're in the pockets, you never have to go digging for them. Never have to look for them if you get really cold. I know it's still early in the year, but other than the warmest months in like July and August, I pretty much carry that everywhere I go. I'm just going to enjoy my spaghetti. Got a warm drink, cold drink, warm meal. Things are good. Beautiful view. Yeah, can't complain.
Good morning. Just realized that I've been laying in my tent for almost 12 hours. Just not in a hurry to get up today. The sun started coming up across the lake. It was just shining directly in the tent door. Oh, it's so warm. Just not in a hurry today. Oatmeal with a whole bunch of different fruit, and I threw in a handful of nuts. Trail mix. Almonds and whatever. Mix it up a little bit. This is a pretty nice spot to spend a quiet morning. I had planned to start this trip a day before, like a day earlier than I actually did. When I drove up to the park, it was just pouring rain. Oh well, guess I'm hiking in the rain, and it's funny how you just, I don't know, it's just habits. Like that was the day I planned to go, so that was the day I was going, and then all of a sudden it hit me, like, I'm in the van. I don't need a place to sleep tonight, I can sleep right here. So I pulled into the park office and switched my booking back a day, because yesterday and today and tomorrow look incredible. Just like this, like it's supposed to be 0% chance of rain, and I was like, yeah, whatever. If I can, then why not? So I spent a night in the van again. Made an awesome meal, one of my favorites that I've made before, walking tacos. Some of you might have seen it on a previous video, but just take a bag of chips, in this case it was Doritos, and then add beef and cheese and guac and sour cream and everything that you would put on your taco, you throw in the bag, and then just eat the chips right out of the bag. That was kind of fun to do that in the van. I slept really comfortable. And then start off on a beautiful sunny day. That's what I love about having that van, is that it offers so much flexibility, and I can go from a front country trip where I'm car camping essentially, to park and go into the back country. I've got everything I need. I can head out wherever I want. And that's all I wanted it for when I first bought it. That was the whole plan, is to be able to go, back country, and then go out, refit, drive somewhere, stay in the van a bit, and it's starting to come together where I can stay in the van and recharge my batteries and edit video and all this stuff, and then just go right back out again, and I'm living on the road. And I gotta tell you, I love it. I absolutely love it. I think I'm gonna have to stash this camera back in my pack, because yesterday I had the tripod kind of sitting across my neck here, and it worked really well. But the reason I fell
yesterday was because I had the camera in one hand and a trekking pole in the other, and I slipped on a rock and I wasn't able to, well, I landed on my camera hand. So I'm going to put this camera away for now, get out here on the trail, heading up this big hill. Well, I pulled my phone out. It's easier to use than trying to get the camera on my pack all the time. But this part of the trail is a good example of what I mentioned yesterday, where the sun is blazing. There's not a cloud in the sky, and yet it's dark down here. There's no sun. It's damp and cool. Like, I am soaked in sweat already, and yet it's kind of cold down here. Not really cold, just cool. It's really beautiful. Really beautiful spot. I honestly don't know why more people don't come to Algonquin in September. This is a prime time in my mind. Fewer crowds. The weather's usually awesome. Warm days. Nights are cool enough that you appreciate the fire. Oh, it's so beautiful. Just feel lucky to be here. He's not very happy up there. Not very happy that I'm here. Move on, give him a little space. Stopped on this nice big rock here for a little break. It's absolutely beautiful out. What a gorgeous day. Like barely a cloud. Just brilliant warm sunshine. I'm not gonna have too many more days like this. Might as well soak it up while I can. I just passed the spot where I'm supposed to be camped tonight. I've got about 5 or so clicks back to the van. So I think it's about 5 kilometers. It's at 3 miles, something like that. And I think I'm just gonna head out. With all the camera problems I've been having, like my camera keeps shutting off now. It's not focusing. There's something wrong with it. When I dropped it, I've done more damage than just the mount. So I want to get out and get that looked after, either repaired or replaced. And I've got other trips coming up, so I need to get that fixed. But everything from here on out, pretty much, if you watch the first part of the video, it looks very similar except in reverse. So, unless something terribly exciting happens, I'm gonna sign off here. So thanks for coming along, folks. It's a fun little hike. Get out for a couple days. I'm definitely not in great hiking shape. Have to work on that because I'm hoping to do a lot more hiking this winter when I'm out in the van down south. All right, thanks for coming along. We'll see you on the next one.